Man, it's fucking snow. It's crazy out here with all the snow. No Adventures! What's up? Welcome to the Friday stream, man. Another Friday in the books. You made it to Friday. You made it through the work week. Should be a good stream today. Tons of fun stuff to get into. There's a lot of fun new footage for Spider-Man No Way Home. We are less than a week away from seeing this movie. It is all the hype in the world. Everybody's talking about it. So cool. And I'm excited as well. So we're going to get into that. Hawkeye connection? Question mark. We talked about it. We speculated about it before. We weren't sure if it was going to happen. Hawkeye connection seems to be real. Seems to be real. We're going to talk about that. There's some other information flying around there about Across the Spider-Verse, about a sequel to No Way Home. Lots of Spider-Man stuff to get into. But there was also a crazy trailer that dropped yesterday for a new Star Wars game called Star Wars Eclipse. And there's a lot to get into with regards to that film, or rather that game. And I'm excited to get into that. And unfortunately, there's a little bit of drama. Seems like there's always just a little bit of drama. And this is about Wakanda Forever. Letitia, Wright. All of that, and I want to get into that a little bit again, just because it's something we've been following for some time. I want to sort of give you my input on it, and just tell everybody to keep cool and shut your mouth. Your take's horrible. Whatever you were about to say, whatever you were about to type in a chat, whatever you were thinking, horrible take, horrible. So don't do it. Instead, listen to my take, which will actually be good, and we'll get into it in just a minute. I'm pulling into the tower right now. I'll see you in a second. Woo! Let's get it going. Yes. Wait, where the hell's all this fucking... Where's all the stuff that What happened to... Okay, there we go. All right, cool. Lots of fun stuff to get into today. Smizash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we have gambling going on, as you can see by all the degenerates in chat, rolling away, just rolling the dice, let it go, roll it, let it go. We've got gambling going on. I do want to say, though, unfortunately, usually we have call-ins on Fridays. Unfortunately, we are not going to have call-ins today, and I think we'll still have a really good stream and a lengthy stream. But I do have to kind of try to get out of here kind of quickly, because we have all sorts of technical difficulties going on in the tower. Some people are like, yo, where's the podcast with Paul? Trust me, I would love for that podcast to be out, but we have technical difficulties. There's a problem with trying to get it to render, and we might be one computer down here in the tower. We may or may not have had a water accident with one of our computers, and so we have an appointment with that computer later today. And it's just, look, it's just been one of those weeks, bro, and there's some stuff going on. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do call-ins today. Hopefully, we'll get them back for next week. We should get them back, but I just got to kind of get out of here. I want to worry about the time, get everything set up properly. So, that's kind of what we're looking at. I do want to say, though, we have a stream scheduled at 1 p.m. today for the Prime members. And I would, look, I think all the Prime streams are really good, but I think this one in particular will be a really valuable one to people. It's, look, things are going great here at the channel and with the regular channel and all these different things. But there were a few issues that happened this week. And I want to sort of take you guys through my mindset of how to deal with challenges, how to deal with off weeks, and how to deal with some of the things that happen when you're trying to make content or grow a business. And so that, I think, is going to be a very good stream for you. Come on by at 1 p.m. for that if you are a Prime member, if you are a Nerdventure at the Prime level. And I know we got a new member in. Let me see if I can find out who that was. Let me see if the YouTubes will show me who it is. Who was the person. Because I'd like to welcome them to the tower. You know what I mean? Give them a nice welcome. Be like, hey, what's up? Welcome to the Nerdventures. You are a Nerdventure now. So let's check it out. See what pops up here. Yeah, looks like we got a couple of new members. Let's see here. Damian Stitch, welcome. Well, Craig, you joined yesterday. And Rexidex, welcome to the Nerdventures. You are a Nerdventure now. And Bumpy Ernie, 99, welcome back, man. Welcome back to the Nerdventures. Appreciate the support for sure. Thank you guys so much. Keeping the lights on over here at Nerdventures Tower. Okay, so this is kind of fun. Let's get into this. Last night, on one of the late night shows, I believe it was Seth Meyers, they showed the entire audience the first minute of Spider-Man No Way Home. And this is apparently it. Now, this also goes into some of the other stuff, the other trailers and whatnot. But let's watch this beginning sequence here. And then there's an obvious thing that we want to point out here that we want to talk about. But here we go.
That's right, folks. Spider-Man is, in fact, Peter Parker.
Are you Spider-Man's girlfriend?
Is, in fact,
Are you Spider-Man's girlfriend? Whoa. Please don't touch her,
You're
sir.
just a kid?
You murdered Mysterio? Helped him murder Mysterio?
No, I didn't.
Come on,
Anybody?
All this time, people looked up to this boy and called him a hero. Well, I'll tell you what I call him. Public enemy number one.
Dang. You see that?
MJ, I'm so sorry, but I can't see anything with your hand in my... Dude!
Do you know a Peter Parker who's
Okay, so
Spider-Man?
let's go through it again.
That's right, folks. Spider-Man.
So we knew that the film was going to take place pretty much right after Far From Home, but it opens with a scene like this. People in New York, obviously very upset. You're just a kid? You murdered Mysterio? By the way, I just want to say, well cast. This lady looks like somebody who would totally take things way too far and freak the fuck out. So, well cast. And then he zips out of there. What's the deal with this guy? Look at this tryhard. You know what I mean? Like, look at this. He's like, I'm out. This guy's like, oh, no, you don't. I'm going to catch you, Spider-Man. Wait, no.
Public enemy number one.
And then here's the craziest thing, man. Rogers the musical. Crazy. Okay? Now, look, for a long while, we had thought that there would be some kind of a connection between Hawkeye and Spider-Man. And, I mean, technically, could this be a different year? And could you be having Rogers the musical play for 2 years? Maybe. But what's way more likely is that this time period that we are in with Spider-Man is going to match up to the time period that we are in with the Hawkeye show. And because both are going to be taking place in New York, there may or may not be some kind of a connection to things that are going down in the Spider-Man movie. And, you know, look, a lot of what we're talking about here, it's speculation, right? Like, there's rumors, there's stuff, there's things we get excited about, there's things that we speculate about. There was a long-standing rumor, and I think it actually came from an interview with Kevin Feige, where he said something to the effect of, one of our shows is going to connect to the multiverse or connect to things that are happening multiversally, and it's not Loki. I remember when this happened, pardon me. And I remember talking to many of you guys about it. I remember being like, okay, cool, this could be Hawkeye. Hawkeye could have a connection. They're both in New York. There could be a connection here. I actually think it is possible that you will get a multiversal connection, or at the very least a connection to the events of Spider-Man in the Hawkeye show. Like, if we think about what is happening in the Hawkeye show right now, right? It's like Clint and Kate. Kate wants to be a hero. She wants to help out. It seemed like at first Hawkeye was kind of down with this. He was like, yeah, you're really good. Here's the thing. It comes with sacrifices. It comes with all these things. After last week's episode where, you know, Clint, I guess it's this week's episode, where Clint gets really PTSD with, you know, Natasha and Vormir and that whole situation. He has his own personal trauma, and he totally backs off of that, and he's like, no, I'm not doing it. But what if this happens, and it's also tied in to the fabric of the show? Meaning, like, Spider-Man's identity being out there and all the problems that it's causing for him. What if that happens in the show, and it's something that Hawkeye comments on, or something that, you know, Hawkeye says, or, you know, maybe Clint says, or maybe, you know, Kingpin remarks on when he comes into the show, or something like that. It's really, really fun. You know, Feige said something, too, about, like, rumors and stuff like that, and he said, you know, in the comics, Spidey could swing by at any moment. And, man, would I love some kind of Spider-Man-esque thing, like Peter Parker or Spider-Man swinging by or being seen in the Hawkeye show. I would absolutely love it. And it also sort of shows that Marvel is not afraid to do things like that. And look, I think it's important to remember that we're in the beginning stages of Marvel's ability to have their shows and films connect really well together and also be around the same time. Like, if you think about what's happening here, Hawkeye Christmas show happening around Christmas. This show, or rather this movie, releasing during the holidays and also happening around the Christmas time in the, like, canonical MCU universe. This is super fun, and it's just the beginning of what they will be able to do, hopefully, between the connective tissue of the shows and the Marvel movies to make it really feel like it's a lived-in, organic world where all of these things happen together. So this is kind of wild. You know what I mean? And I'd love to know what you guys think about it in the chat. What do you think about it? What do you make of it? Pretty crazy. I would love to see further connections, even if it's just that, though. Or maybe we see in Hawkeye the Statue of Liberty, you know, becoming Lady Liberty with Cap's shield or something like that. All these little things. I love it. Again, makes the world feel very lived in, makes it feel very organic. So, yeah, beginning of the movie scene here. Very chaotic. Let me ask you guys something. Are you guys surprised at how fast people are willing to flip on Peter Parker? I feel like there could be a little bit of meta commentary on, like, the world we live in today, where people are so willing to flip on people, have all this vitriol, you know, get really angry and, you know, try to do something about what's going on in the world. Do you think there's a little bit of commentary going on here? Because it is pretty interesting that they would flip on him this fast. I mean, dude, there's people trying to grab him. You know, whatever that girl's doing, man, she's trying to get in his face. It's crazy. Like, this girl, she's like trying to get into his face and stuff, you know? So bizarre. So bizarre. And then I like this shot because and then they have Roger the Musical again. Right there. It's right there, bros. And then I love this, too, because he just hops up here. And, like, for him, it's no big deal. Like, he's totally comfortable. But can you imagine? Like, can you imagine just being left there? That'd be one of the scariest things ever. You know what I mean? Pretty wild. So that's one of the first things I wanted to talk about. Definitely want to know what you guys think of all of that. That is really, really fun. Here's something else I wanted to talk about. This was from Good Morning America.
Yeah, for sure. This is going to be us.
Yes, minus the frisbee.
We get into MIT, we should live together. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I love that.
This is going to be us.
Yes, minus the frisbee and the smiling.
New school, new town. I can Spider-Man there. I mean, they have crime in Boston, right?
Yes.
Yeah, wicked crime.
Yeah, so it'll be like a fresh start. And we'll all be together.
Fresh start.
Fresh start. We get
Nice.
into MIT, we should live together. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I love that.
This is going to be us.
Yes, minus the frisbee in the Smiling.
New school, new town. I can Spider-Man there. I mean, they have crime in Boston, right?
Yes.
Yeah, wicked crime.
Yeah, so it'll be like a
Pretty
fresh
cool.
start.
So
And
he's
we'll all
just
be
they're
together.
just trying to figure it out. I mean, I like these characters a lot. I like this journey that they're on, and I'm excited to see like where they're going to be going. Yeah. It's pretty fun. There is a sort of a big part of the movie that is set on them really trying to get into MIT, and one of the rumors is that this goal to get into MIT for Spider-Man is going to be affected by his identity coming out. And it might even become the case where they don't even want him to be at MIT because of all the drama that will come with him being there. It's kind of a shame. Kind of a crazy thing that's going on there. But regardless, a lot of fun stuff being teased out, man. So let's stop for just a second. I want to see... look, I'll go over Super Chats and everything in Q&A. But I would love to see... Oh, geez. All we're going to be able to see now is gambling. But I'd love to know, do you guys think that there will be more of a connection than just the Rogers musical? Like, do you think that we could see something like that happening? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, it would be kind of crazy, huh? Look, everybody's just gambling. Everybody's like, nah, man, shut your mouth. Better keep this stream going. Woo, gamble. Woo, gamble. Here we go. Damn, dog. Everybody's going crazy. Yeah. Third wheel Ned. Yeah, indeed. Yes, that'd be fun. Stevie says, I would love to see Spidey swing past the Kingpin and Kingpin's sides and just says, not just me and the devil anymore. Oh, I like that. That's a fun line. The Flash's first reaction. Oh, dude, is that on TikTok or something like that? I haven't seen that. But that's going to be really interesting to see as well. Yeah. Hit my super. All right, let's see here. Kendall says, I thought about this, but by the time Hawkeye happens, Doctor Strange might have already done the first spell. Shit has to be going down simultaneously, though. Yeah, something like that, I think, is like you're on it, right? Like by the time Hawkeye happens, Doctor Strange might have already done the first spell, but the spell gets botched, I believe. So I don't think everybody's just gonna forget him, you know. But yeah, nonetheless, really, really interesting to see how that's all gonna work out, bro. I think they're going down simultaneously. I think you could see some, like, especially in these last two episodes, episode 5 and episode 6, and Tom just teased out that he would love to face down with Kingpin. And I mean, come on, let's be real, dude. It would be amazing to see Tom Holland Spider-Man facing down Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin. And we're like, dude, next week's what it's about. As Marvel fans, as nerds, like, dude, next week is literally Christmas come early. We're going to get Hawkeye episode 5, Kingpin, Uncle. He's arriving. That's the big rumor, okay? Amazing. Okay? And then the very next day, maybe the same day, depending on where you're at in the world, Spider-Man No Way Home. People are going out. People are checking it out. People are going to be talking about it. We're going to do a little reaction video, and then Friday morning, we're going to do a big old spoiler stream talking about it all, getting into all of it. It's a very exciting time. So I think, you know what I think? Here's what I think. I think they have an optimal trajectory for a lot of this stuff, meaning like the perfect thing to tease it out is to put the Rogers musical. Like, do you think it's an accident that Rogers the musical shows up in the promotion for Spider-Man No Way Home like a week before it comes out on the same scheduled week that Kingpin's supposed to pop up? You think that's an accident? Nah, man. Sure ain't. They know what they're doing. And I think that they're, and you know, look, we'll talk about this a little bit when we get into the Shuri and Letitia Wright stuff, because I'm sure there are things that are changing things for Marvel, like kind of around and behind the scenes, et cetera, et cetera. But even MIT, they're trying to go to MIT. You know, and we heard that another character who is Oh, why am I blanking on her? Ironheart. Ironheart. I don't remember her name. I'm blanking on her name, okay? It's been a week. Had a weird week. Everybody shut your mouth. Riri. Yes, thank you, Ross. Riri. Riri at MIT? All this MIT stuff going together? I mean, there's probably a lot of connective tissue that they're playing with behind the scenes. And I think Marvel is a little bit in a shaky place where, you know, we're rolling out of the pandy still. There's still a lot of pandy issues that they're dealing with, a lot of scheduling like conflicts, trying to sign all these crazy contracts, get everybody to the table. They're juggling a lot over there. And I think if they can just tighten it up just a little bit, which is funny because that's what we have to do with our channel and our content, just tighten it up. Tighten it up a little bit. Tighten it up. It needs to be just a little bit more on point, you know? And if they can do that moving into next year and moving into the year after that, bro, Marvel's just so far ahead and things are just crazy good for Marvel fans. So even though there's, you know, I would argue, and again, go check out the podcast that I did with Rob from Comics Explained. I'm hoping we can get the Paul podcast out to you guys today. I'm going to work really hard to try to figure that out. But like I said, we have technical issues. Rob and I talk at great length about Phase 4, the sort of point that Marvel's at, why it's not as great as some of the other stuff that's happening. But they're still doing a lot, doing the most, and I think they can get it figured out into the future, right? So it's just kind of an interesting time right now. But that was so cool to see Rogers the Musical pop up in there. You know, all the new footage, all the new promotion for Spider-Man No Way Home. It's next week, baby! It's next week! And holy shit, next week can't come soon enough. Now, let's shift into a couple other things, guys. We gotta talk. Oh my God. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about this trailer for Star Wars Eclipse. First of all, let me just talk about sort of my experience with what happened yesterday and how crazy the whole situation is. I also want to bring up the fact that there were things leaked for this game. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Yeah, we're going to get into this. There were things leaked for this game a full week ago, and some of the stuff that's in here, whoo, baby, it's exciting. But last night, I'm just kind of minding my business. I was actually, I was getting ready to play a little Halo, and I thought we were going to maybe do a Movie Bros thing with Theory. He had something come up, so we couldn't. And I'm just sitting there. I'm just kind of chilling, you know. And then I see some stuff pop up on the Twitter about a leaked game trailer. Last night was a Video Game Awards, and I knew there was going to be a Halo trailer. I had no idea they were going to announce a crazy new Star Wars game. And rumors, you know, started to circulate, and then there was this leaked trailer. I think Lucasfilm Games accidentally uploaded the trailer early. Like, they uploaded it on social media and, you know, YouTube and places before it debuted at the actual Game Awards. And I was like, whoa, what is this? This is crazy. And I thought it was really cool, and I started to get hyped up, and I started to get excited. And then when the actual trailer came out, and we're about to watch it together right now, oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man, I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say. Chet, pause the music. Chet, do you realize that even though you had nothing to do with it, I am blaming you completely for the technical difficulty? Oh, okay. You know? Okay, good. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. All right, let's watch this shit together, yo. Y'all seen this yet? I hope there's some dude in the chat right now, or lady, or dudette, you know. I hope there's somebody in the chat right now that just rolled out of bed, you know, maybe was occupied last night, had no idea that this trailer came out. Because if you have not seen this trailer, you're about to have your hair blown back. And that is even if you don't have any hair. Star Wars Theory, he hit me up last night. He said, that shit blew my hair back, and I don't even have hair. And I was like, you're goddamn right. So everybody, shut up. No elbowing. Here we go. What the hell? Okay, I was going to say, where's the music? Woo-hoo-hoo. Hit that drum, baby. Hit that drum. Yes! Yeah. 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 There's a little bit of like sinister laughing there too. Woo! Yoda, what you looking at, dude? Lightsabers! I just want to stop and say that just within one trailer, we have as many lightsabers as we saw in the whole sequel trilogy. Okay. Yeah. 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 What the mother loving lover mothers is this? Man, I have so many thoughts. Whew. Okay. Play it again. We'll turn the music down. We'll just kind of go through it together. Actually, I'll turn our music back on. We'll just keep, something for the vibes, for the background. Okay, I have so many thoughts here. Okay. First of all, like, the music's awesome. The concept's awesome. I love the idea of, like, the eclipse, right? The dark side coming over the light. Shadow coming over the light. Very, very cool. Set in the High Republic era, which is interesting because it allows there to be a ton of different Jedi. It allows there to be, this ship is like busted down, like trying to come in here. And I don't know a ton about the High Republic, you know what I mean? Because it just didn't grab me. It really didn't interest me. But I do know that there are issues where the space travel is not as prevalent as it is in like what we're used to with Star Wars, right? So just kind of a cool setting because it allows you to have, a lot of awesome stuff. And I just want to say, like, I have so many thoughts. I'm going to be a little ADD about this. But I think my number one thought is, like, why the fuck wasn't this the vibe for the entirety of the High Republic, right? So, like, the High Republic, if you'll recall how Lucasfilm decided to promote the High Republic, to announce the High Republic and get into the High Republic. Like, dude, oh man, it's all kinds of stupid, basically. It's like stupid ratcheted up to 100. First of all, they talk about it as though it is a separate thing. It's just going to be comics, books, and it's this multimedia project. But even they say in their press release, no movies, no video games. Like, it's its own thing. Okay? Then you focus on the writers, the talent, bringing it together, having a cohesive plan, and doing this big thing, right? When all you had to do was do some kind of a dope-ass trailer like this that brings in a mood, teases out all this dark side craziness. Like, there's so much going on in this trailer. It's so exciting. this should have been the vibe, the way by which you brought people into the High Republic. Now, is it possible that this game and the excitement based around this game is enough to bring people into the High Republic, to get people a little bit excited for the High Republic? Sure, maybe, totally. But it just seems to me like to be a total disconnect between, like, it really feels like, I don't want to be that guy. I know some of the Star Wars fans get upset because I'm currently very not okay with Star Wars and where things are at. But I think it's worth noting that some of the coolest Star Wars, right? If you look at what the team did for Fallen Order, and I don't even think that game's as good as other people think, but it's incredible Star Wars content, and the lore and the building, the world building and the environment, the vibe, everything about it feels so good. Okay, you look at that. You look at this, and it looks like an incredible studio, very passionate about the IP, coming in and making incredible Star Wars content. You look at Visions, right? And Visions has a really cool vibe. It's a little all over the place with the different takes that the different creatives have. But you look at all this stuff, and it has a heartbeat. It has a pulse. It feels like Star Wars, but it feels new. It feels new and exciting and different. And all the shit that we're getting from, like, official Lucasfilm stuff, it just doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel bold. It doesn't feel like they're, taking the IP, making it feel familiar, but also exciting and new. I am blown away at how much I love this trailer. I want all of Star Wars to feel like this. Like, I want Star Wars fans to feel like, dude, I don't know what's going on. This seems crazy. It's badass. The energy's great. Multiple lightsabers, crazy space fights, weirdness going on. What's the deal? That's how Star Wars should be feeling. It's just wild to me how much I love this trailer and how excited I am for the game. And it's just, I think the thing that's really upsetting is you juxtapose this against, I mean, dude, this one trailer for the fucking Video Game Awards. It feels so cool. We didn't get Dickie McGee's axe on May the 4th. We got fucking negative information on Disney Plus Day. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy to me that the official Lucasfilm actual, content, movies and TV feels so lackluster at this point. And yet something like this comes out and it's fire, dude. It's energetic. It feels incredible to me. The hype on this shit is through the roof. It's through the roof. I want to explore this entire area. I want to know all about it. I want to know all these different characters. I want to know what's going on. What's up with Yoda? Is he hiding this big secret? Is this going to be an era in Star Wars that is sort of swept under the rug within the archives, and different things like that? It's super exciting. So those are just some of my raw thoughts about it. But this is another aspect of this that is really fun. So buckle up, baby, because this game seems like it's hot damn. Hot damn. Hot damn. Let's talk about this. All the info I have about Quantum Dream's Star Wars game, and this was posted a week ago. They had the screenshot. They had it all. They had it all. December 4th. A day before my birthday, and none of you told me. Thanks, guys. Let's just get into this. It's juicy, baby. There is no Star Wars other than this game to me, and Boba, and maybe some other stuff. Okay. Action adventure. Ooh, baby. Based on interactive storytelling. Oh, man. That feels a lot like BioWare's OG stuff, Open world. Open world? Quantic Dream Montreal is very involved. That's good to hear. Next gen only. Thank God. Thank God. A lot of the current gen games are being hurt by the way they wanted to be last gen and this gen. Like, you think about Cyberpunk, incredible game. They should have come out the bat and said, sorry, it's next gen only. because all of the problems, a lot of the issues came from old generation versions of the game. You know, it's a big mess. Fuck them. Next gen only. You want to play on the you want to come to the pretty party? You got to have a ticket. It is what it is. Multiplayer elements, competitive. Holy shit. Holy shit. On top of everything we just said, on top of how exciting and dope everything else is, you have multiplayer elements that apparently are competitive. Bro, you're blowing my fucking mind. This is blowing my mind. Ambitious and original project. Traditional action gameplay, playtesting in progress / about to start. Bro, they have a build. They have a working build of the game. Playtesting is about to start. By the way, somebody over there, if you're watching this or if this clip makes it to you or this stream makes it to you, you can have my firstborn child. Let me come play the game now. Let me come play it. Let me give you some feedback. Let me stand up here and be like, I can't say anything about the game, but here's what I can do. Come on, man. Rather advanced development, non-linear storyline. Oh my God, it really is going to be open world. Development of this game is complicated. Many engine features and tools had to be added, modified, and extended. Not far from the announcements. Teaser being worked on by QD and Unit Image. They nailed it. They killed it. Development started a year and a half ago. You love to see it. In-house game engine. Lovely. More playable characters than any other QD game. Whew! I mean, hot damn. I feel like I need a fucking cigarette, and I don't even smoke. Whew! The hype is real on this one, guys. The hype is real on this one. It's exciting. You know, we talk a lot about Star Wars. We talk a lot about how Star Wars is not in the best of places. And it's true. But damn, dog, this game looks like it's going to deliver. I hope. You know what I hope? I hope that behind the scenes, despite all the silence, despite all of the little slip-ups and PR problems that Lucasfilm has had, I hope that they have many projects that are this dope, that are this exciting, that they're holding on to. And I hope that next year they just give us crazy fun announcements. The content is fire. And we start to turn this shit around. Turn this ship around, baby. Turn it around. This gives me some hope. You know? It's really cool, man. It's really cool. Is it going to get me into the High Republic? Probably not. Maybe I'll watch a few videos on it. I don't think I'm going to really engage with the content. But regardless, very hyped up, very exciting. It's very cool. Okay, let's finish off by me talking a little bit about the situation with Wakanda Forever. And we'll make this brief. I want to bring you my point, because I understand this is a complicated issue. I know people feel differently about this. So we're not going to, make judgments on anybody, but if you don't feel the same way I do, you're wrong. Let's talk about it. What's going on? Well, I mean, shit, man, you've seen it play out in the trades and via journalistic outlets over the past couple of months. It really does seem like there are major issues between Letitia Wright. Letitia Wright? I thought it was Letitia, and then E-Man says it's Letitia. I don't know. I can't pronounce even the most basic of names, so it is what it is. So, she's not vaxxed. That's the deal, okay? And the reports are now, I mean, there were all sorts of reports. There were reports that she was going around spreading information on the set of Atlanta. She came out and said those were not real. They said, Marvel said, and there's an announcement in a memo that went out to everybody. It was signed by Louis Esposito. It was signed by Nate Moore, and it was signed by Kevin Feige. I talked about this in the video, actually, where I sort of plugged the podcast I did with the E-Man about recast T'Challa. Something, it's, I don't know what to believe there. It's obvious that she has major issues with getting the needle. And I think at this point, like, it's, even though it's relatively rare, like, I think if you just look out there, it's like most people are actually, vaxxed. Most people actually do. Just, maybe they have a nuanced belief about it, but a lot of people are vaxxed and a lot of people believe in it. It's like something like, I think it's like 70% in the United States. It's like 80%, 90% in the UK. I mean, most people are vaxxed, but because there's such a sort of cultural focus on it and a focus on the discussion, the people that don't want to or don't believe in it or whatever their personal beliefs are, it becomes like a very triggering issue, right? It becomes a big deal. It becomes news. People talk about it. People get really fired up either way about it, okay? Now, my beliefs on this and my beliefs when it comes to Letitia are pretty nuanced. Personally, like, this is what I think. I think Marvel should be able to accommodate her and just get her tested, like, constantly. And if, they have to understand, like, that they can do that. You know what I mean? They absolutely can do that. Now, there are some things that go on with, like, health organizations, different countries, different travel restrictions, et cetera, et cetera. And with the new Decepticon variant that's coming in and transforming everybody into waffle makers and toasters, it is a real danger for your set and for your liability. You know what I mean? So I think the discussion really isn't even about whether or not the illness, the Rona, even in its newer versions, I don't think the discussion is really like, is this, a massive problem, a big problem, a little problem, et cetera, et cetera. It has more to do with, I think, the logistics of running a movie set and insurance, liability, and a lot of other things. The bottom line is this. Major issues. There's too much smoke. It has to be real in some sense. There are major issues between Letitia and Marvel and Disney when it comes to getting the needle, when it comes to being able to come back to work. Now, I have all sorts of questions about this. Like, is her back really still healing? Or did y'all just pause the production and you're going to try to figure this shit out? And then you told everybody it was still her back? Like, to me, honestly, that's a little fucked. That's a little fucked. Like, don't try. Maybe it's both. You know what I mean? And it's hard for us to sit here and say, like, which way it is or whatever. But I personally just think, here's really what I want to say. Because, again, I know everybody's got different beliefs about this. Some of you guys don't understand why they don't just move on from her. Okay? And so what I really want to say, what I really want to try to make clear to you guys is that it would be a massive L for Disney if they lose her on this movie. And maybe you don't understand that or you can't, like, get behind that or figure that out, but it would be a massive L for the movie. And I have a couple of different explanations as to why. Number one, the movie already has a fair bit of controversy. There's already a shaky feel as to how they are handling the passing of Chadwick and how they are carrying on the legacy of Chadwick. From day one, I think there were some issues behind the scenes. I think there were some unresolved tensions, including tensions between Letitia and, all of them, maybe more, all of them. I really, really recommend you go check out the podcast. That E-Man and I did. We talked for almost 2 hours about a lot of different things, but we really get into the problems with Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever has a bunch of drama attached to it. A bunch. Nobody wants to add more drama to it, okay? Regardless of how many of you feel about it, there are a lot of people that don't feel the same way as you. And if Letitia's not in it, That's going to be a problem for them. Big problem for them. I think Disney wants to avoid that at almost all costs. I think they could be using things in the media to try to pressure her into making it easier for them. Okay? They also can't, they're in such a tricky spot because they can't recast her, bro. Like, bro, if they do, holy shit. Holy shit. If they recast Shuri and they don't recast T'Challa, do you understand what that's going to do for a lot of people? That's going to drive people nuts, bro. And I bet there are people on the set, even people that probably did get vaxxed, that empathize with Letitia. Like, I don't think there's a scenario where you lose Letitia and everybody on that set is just like, we understand, it's all good, let's move forward and make this movie. No way. No way. And so it is a massive kerfuffle, a real fucker of a problem, to be honest with you. A real fucker of a problem. Because Disney is just, they're like, dude, the movie already has all these problems. The movie already has a sort of black cloud hanging over it. There's already questions about, are we profiting off of Chadwick's death? Are we utilizing his death canonically, diegetically in the story? And is that the right thing to do? Wakanda Forever. Or like maybe Wakanda Never? Seems like there are massive issues with regard to this film. Now, in my opinion, what I think they should do is take the time that they need to figure this situation out. But I think you need, this is what I would do, you need to rethink your strategy. If they weren't so hell-bent on making her the new Black Panther or making her Black Panther in this movie, this wouldn't be as big of a problem. If she didn't have the role that they want, which, by the way, she didn't even want to do. They convinced her to do it, and she only wants to do it for one movie. She only wants to be Black Panther for one movie. That's her. Man, this is messy. Man, this is messy. But I think Marvel should take the time, shut it down, look at what you have so far, rethink this thing, and I think they should recast T'Challa. I absolutely think they should recast T'Challa. And maybe recast Shuri as well. Either way, guys, that's just one man's opinion. I don't know all these things, and I sure as hell am not an expert in anything other than just being a big sweaty nerd. But I wanted to try to explain to you guys because I think some of you are like, I don't understand it. She keeps being an issue. Why are they sticking with her? To me, it is obvious why they are sticking with her. Because if they lose her, it is a massive L. It brings in all sorts of questions. It raises so many eyebrows. It would be another stain on this movie. And I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where they're going to go from there. But it's, you know what it is? It's kind of quaint, if I'm being honest with you. Do you know what that word means, quaint? It just means like weird. You know, it's kind of weird. Frankly, it's just fucking weird. It's weird that this movie has had all the issues that it has. It's weird that they made the decisions they made. It's weird that Letitia had so many problems with them from day one. She makes the comments about ending Black Panther. Don't, cancel Black Panther 2, right? And it's like this big weird thing of like, what's really fucking going on over there, bro? What is really going on over there? And then, all the rumblings back and forth about Letitia, her beliefs, it almost feels like borderline conspiratorial. All the craziness that's going on with this movie. So look, my take on it is I hope it all gets resolved. If she does not get the needle, I think there are ways to still protect the cast and crew and everybody and make sure that everything is safe. There has to be a fucking way to figure that out. I think it behooves Disney to figure that shit out and to figure it out with Letitia. I really, really do. So we'll just keep an eye on it. It's a weird story. Yeah, so it is what it is. Your mileage may vary on that story. Okay? Now, let's do a little Q&A. I'm going to get into the super chats. Oh, man, there's other stuff. There's other stuff I wanted to get in. Okay, one more thing. Let's talk a little more Spider-Mans. Okay? One other thing I want to touch on. Because there's actually another bit that I'm not going to get to, but that's okay. Check this out. They're waiting for the call to enter the Spider-Verse. Here we go. They're talking about the Spider-Verse movies. Love those movies, says Zendaya. Tells Sci-Fi Wire during the press junket for No Way Home. When the topic of the Spider-Verse series comes up, Tom Holland, who plays Peter Parker, echoes his co-star's praise and says he would really like to be a friendly Spider-Man in that neighborhood. Love them, and I'm just waiting for the phone call, Holland says before making a plea to the people behind Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, the 2022 sequel that premiered its first trailer last weekend. Guys, call us. Put us in your movie. We want to be in it. Let me know, adds Jacob, making it clear that Ned and MJ would love to join Peter Parker on an animated adventure. Let us know. Amy actually asked me on the set of this movie, and no one has come back to me, Holland says, prompting Zendaya to ask, yeah, what the heck? I want to be in them, Holland says. Yeah, I love those movies. Okay. What do you think about this? Who cares what you think? Listen to what I think. No, I'm just kidding. Put your thoughts in the chat. I think he's in it. Maybe not part 1. Maybe he's in part 2. I think he is in it. I think it's absolutely crazy that Amy Pascal would approach him on the set of Spider-Man No Way Home, ask him to be in this film, and then drop it and never get back to him. That is crazy. He is deflecting, probably just tired, doing press, slips up and says, yeah, there was a conversation that we had, but they never got back to me. It's like when the actors say, nobody's reached out to me, as far as when there's a rumor about them being in something, it says, I never got a call. Remember? That's what they say a lot. They're like, I never got a call. I think it's deflection. I think he's in it. And I think there's a massive video we have on our channel right now about the future of Spider-Man, about Tom Holland being in Venom 3, possibly being in Across the Spider-Verse. It's a juicy-ass video. Go check it out. Okay. All right, lads and lasses. Let's now get into the Q's and the A's. I'm just getting right into the super chats today, guys. We're just going to tear through the super chats. No call-ins today. We have technical difficulties in the tower. We're a computer down. We're backed up on work. Everybody's really frustrated. The pups are being crazy today. Let me tell you. Leia is in a mood today. Okay? Leia is in a freaking mood. And she's just being a real butthole about everything today. And so, wild stuff going on in the tower, for sure. We'll get through these super chats, and we'll get through this day, and next week will be better. All right, here we go. First in today, Mitch Griff with a $5 holla says, hey, Josh, been a fan of the channel since Mando Season 1 and appreciate all you do. Spider-Man and Star Wars Eclipse, hype! Take my money! Thank you, Mitch. I agree. I hope you enjoyed the segment of the show when I freaked out about how hyped up I am for Star Wars Eclipse. Cancel everything else Star Wars and just make stuff in that era. Make stuff like that. I want it all. It blew me away, man. Michael Smith with a $5 holla says, Josh, can you discuss your diet with us? 10:30 a.m. daily bowel movement is impressive. Your regular AF. Spidey week. Yeah. I think you're probably commenting because I'm late or I was late for the show. I promise you it wasn't that. As far as my diet, it's pretty decent. It could be better. Pretty decent. I think we're going to have some pork tenderloin after I get off this stream. I'm really excited for it. But yeah, we've been going to the gym pretty regularly and having fun. The Star Wars Obsession says, oh, bro, I was right about the Hawkeye connection. Oh, shit. You know what? Hey, Elisa, if you're watching or somebody on, you know what? Let me see if I can pull this up. I want to show you guys something. Wait, what? I want to show you guys something. We have a new merch, a new piece of merch added to the store. Oh, man. Oh, you haven't been over to the Den of Nerds gift shop lately? Oh, you should be. You should check it out. You should shut your mouth and get over there. First of all the Nedvengers, all of the Nerdvengers merch is awesome. I rock it pretty regularly. It's pretty great. We have exclusive designs for Hawkeye. Guys, these are only available for 2 more weeks. And I actually got to buy a bunch of mine, actually. But this stuff is great, man. Incredible designs made by Elisa. And then my new favorite design that we've ever done. Watch Party Mafia, bro. I'm getting the mug. I'm getting the sweatshirt. I'm getting the hoodie. Watch Party Mafia. If you're a part of the Watch Party Mafia, you always be hitting us up, doing the watch parties with us, consider getting your very own Watch Party Mafia Bro merch from our Teespring store. Get it done. Get it done. And if you are a Nerdvenger member, check and make sure you're using the code that all Nerdvengers get for 20% off of your merch. So go check it out. It's pretty juicy. It's pretty juicy. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, yeah. Star Wars Obsession says, oh, bro. That's what made me think of the merch. Oh, bro, I was right about the Hawkeye connection. If you were, that's dope, man. I don't remember you bringing it up, though. But, yo, that's cool. D-Man Lewis, $2 holla says, found 14 more. Much love, Josh. Happy Friday. WWW. What the heck are you talking about? Bro, am I missing something here, man? I'm sorry. Star Wars Obsession with a $2 holla says, post-credit Daredevil or Spider-Man scene. Woo! Baby, that would be dope. That would be de-friggin-sgusting it in the best way possible. I would absolutely love it. Kendall says, I thought about this, but by the time Hawkeye happens, Doctor Strange might have already done the first spell. Shit has to be going down simultaneously. Yeah. I wonder if there'll be multiversal stuff, and it'll just be like New York's going crazy, and we have Kingpin or Hawkeye comment on it. I would love it. I would love it. So, yeah, hoping something like that happens. Again, thank you, Kendall, for the support. Big Stevie says, would love to see Spidey swing past Kingpin. And Kingpin says, not just me and the devil anymore. Yep. But you have to remember, Kingpin in this universe, the MCU version of the Kingpin, he knows all about the Avengers. I mean, for goodness sakes, he's trying to get a watch from the Avengers compound. You know what I mean? So, it's a little bit different here, but it is what it is. Dorney with a $5 holla says, to be honest, we need a bigger connection. A billboard to me is the equivalent of Avengers Agents of AOU with the intel passed on to take down Strucker Age of Ultron. Yeah, it's not a lot for sure. I hope it's more, but it's definitely something, my friend. Before this, people were like, oh, they're different years. There's no connective tissue there. They're literally different years. Now, doesn't seem that way. I understand, though, Dorney. I understand. Afflict says, what do you think Flash's first reaction of Peter? I haven't seen it, but I assume he'll have a really funny reaction and, like, go through a weird mental coping process because that's got to be rough for him. You know what I mean? That's got to be rough for him. Justin Chandler says, my boy Ned dropping wicked crime. LOL. Boston boys? Yeah, wicked crime up there in Boston. Wicked crime. Don't worry about the crime in Boston. It's wicked. Joey Ebbs. I'm going to Boston for Christmas. Joey Ebbs with a $2 says, Peter needs to drop MJ for Kate Bishop. LOL. Take my money. I mean, Kate Bishop is kind of a looker, isn't she? I've been seeing a lot of memes of like, I watch Hawkeye for the plot, and then it's like the plot, and it's got Haley Steinfeld and Florence Pugh on it, and I'm like, yeah, it's a couple babes, I get it, you know, got a couple babes in the MCU. Big Stevie W with a $5 holla. By the way, never mind, I shouldn't say that. End credit, wish. Hawkeye and Kate see the rips from the multiverse in the night sky as Spidey swings past. Hawkeye to Kate, time to go to work. Oh, I would love it. Would love it, Steve. Would love it. Thank you for the support, my friend. Cole Wallace with a $5 holla says, hey, Josh, I was a day early on the Halo trailer. That's all good. Thoughts? You guys want to watch that? Y'all want to watch that Halo trailer? Put a 1 into the chat if you want to watch the Halo trailer. Put a 1 into the chat if you'd like to watch the Halo trailer. What do you think? Let me know. Maybe nobody wants to watch it, or maybe my chat is way behind. I can't exactly tell. Hey, there's some ones. All I needed was 1, baby. That's all I needed was 1. All right, let's watch this.
You're special.
Music, dude.
In fact, I'm counting on it. We're lost in the dark. But you give people hope.
Yes, John.
And I will always be with you.
Let's go.
I see this
Some Spartans.
as a new beginning.
Okay, so there's not much going on in this trailer. We could drop the audio and watch it again. Paramount Plus, which is interesting. I think it's a good vibe. The music's sick. Some kind of settlement and or base. Chief walking through some kind of ruins. I think this city looks dope. I mean, the visual effects look really cool. I hope they spent some money on this show, right? That's going to really make a difference. What kind of space station / base is that? You know? I love that they're focusing on, like, the hope that John brings in. Master Chief. Something special about him, you know? Were those drop troopers? Were those ODST troopers? I'm not sure. Let's... No, those are Spartans, baby. Those are Spartans, and you love to see it. And the Spartans do look dope. I mean, look, if they spend the money... I mean, we're going to check it out, right? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I'm not that hyped up for it. Like, I think it's going to be fun. But it's like a Showtime show, you know, Paramount Plus or whatever. I mean, unless they come out and kind of say, like, hey, man, we spent a shit ton of money on this because it's our original content. Like, it's the thing that we want to use to get, you know, subscribers and people like that. Cool. That would be great. But for now, it's like, that's cool. Definitely a teaser, though. Doesn't really show that much. You know what I mean? Okay, let's keep going here. Gonk says, Eclipse hype, bro. So hype. Jensen Baker says, Hawkeye is their first Christmas together in a while, and Far From Home was the year after Endgame. It's always seemed to me like they're together. That's awesome, man. I know there was some debate about that. Some people, you know, believe the way that you did. Some people were like, nah, it's got to be different. But I think this pretty much confirms that, yes, they are together, which is fun. Appreciate the support, Jensen. Tristan Ring with a $5 holla says, happy Friday, Josh. Just finished up on finals. Shout out Nerd Vengers of IUP. Can't wait for No Way Home. Thanks for all the hours of content. Tristan, thank you. Thank you for thanking of me. That's very nice. That's very nice, man. I appreciate you. He Who Profanes with a $10 holla, very generous, says, got me and my big booty queen some Spider-Man's tickets to enjoy after we go out for her B-Day. I'm litty. Got to get back to work. Keep killing it, bub. Happy Friday, Nerd Vengers. Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate the support. And that sounds dope as hell. Little birthday stuff. Little Spider-Man stuff. Oh man, it's gonna be so cool. I can't wait. Oh my god, the moment the lights go dark in the theater and you're sitting there in a nice crowd and you're like, oh shit, here we go, and then bam, right into your eye holes. Can't wait. Scott F with a $5 holla says, imagine if this was the first thing they showed when announcing the High Republic. I would have been so into it. Dude, exactly. That's exactly my point, is like how do these other people, whether it's the directors and the creatives behind Vision, whether it's the people over there at Riot Games, or no, not Riot, who made the people that made Fallen Order, the people that made Apex, whatever, they're like, how do those people get it? How do the people that work here get it? How do they understand how to build something in Star Wars that hypes people up? And Lucasfilm doesn't. Like, you juxtapose the announcement of the High Republic itself against this trailer. It's, oh man. Hopefully they can learn from it. Justin Chandler says with a $5 holla, says, Eclipse looks dope, but like, what are we doing, LOL? I'm not hating, I'm stoked for it, but I was a little lost. I want to see the Trade Federation roll. Yeah, so I think it will probably be at a sort of end point of the High Republic or later on in the High Republic sort of lore, and I have no idea what's going on. I would speculate, though, that there are maybe some dark Jedi, there are Jedi turning against the Order, and I do believe there's something sinister, evil happening, whether it's Sith or Sith gods or something like that. Like, if you go back to the rumors about the High Republic, there were rumors that there were going to be movies and games and a lot of exciting stuff connected to the High Republic, and that there were these Sith gods that would play a big role. And when I heard that, and it's a rumor, right? But when I heard that and I thought about what they should do, I was like, man, hopefully they'll do something where Yoda has this big secret that he keeps from the current Jedi of the prequel era. The Republic might have dark secrets that they're keeping, because Master Mundi says the Sith have been extinct for a millennia, and Yoda's like, bitch, I don't know about that, So I think that's what could be going on, MK Matt says, so epic. I kind of feel like this should just be a new trilogy. Totally, man. Usually games come after movies establish the world/story. Seems to be the opposite route. Yeah, man, I'm so into it. Like, I don't, like, that's the thing. Like, what are we doing? Some dope shit. That's what we're doing. I don't know what it all entails. I don't know who the villains are. I don't know the conflict. It just looks intriguing as fuck. And honestly, I don't feel that much in Star Wars right now, Roland New says, I can't stop watching the trailer. The music slaps. Also, did you see the new Halo trailer? Love to see a reaction. Hype is real, Nerd Vengers. Amen, Roland. We talked about it a little bit. We just watched the trailer together. I think the Halo trailer is good. It's not a bad trailer. It's a good trailer. But I'm still skeptical. I'm still mad skeppy. I'm a skeppy about the show itself. D-Man Lewis says we need to just live with Cap 19 at this point. Totally fair opinion. Who knows for sure? I can't speculate, and I can't really talk to the wider issues that are going on in the world. Specifically with Letitia, all I can really say, and all I really want to bring to everybody's attention, is like, there's a very good reason that Disney wants to keep her. And I don't think it's too crazy, even if you vehemently disagree with her. Even if you're like Stormy and you're mad because you feel like she's affecting the movie that you want to see. I still think you can see and intellectualize why, from Disney's perspective, this is a massive problem. Losing her would be devastating to the movie. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. Arnold says we need to send them back. I have no idea what you're talking about, but appreciate the support. Jensen Baker says quaint means attractively unusual or old-fashioned. For example, you like the look of an old cottage. I disagree with you, and now I'm going to ban you. KRB5263 says, I 1000% agree. What if that is low-key her M.O.? Is the self-sacrifice to get T'Challa recast? There's also a scenario the cast isn't happy with the script. I actually think there's a lot of stuff that we haven't heard with regards to the movie. I think there's even more drama that is being sort of held back. And that's another reason why Disney doesn't want this to fall apart. Because, bro, you think Letitia's talking now? Ooh, girl, if she's not connected to them contractually anymore, she's going to fucking air all their dirty laundry. All of it. And there is a group of people that would eat it up. There's a group of people anti-Disney, and they're just waiting. They're waiting, you know? It's a very, very precarious situation. You know, it's a very precarious situation. Look, Jensen's coming in here with, like, definitions. Come on, Jensen. Damn it, Jensen. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood for definitions. I'm not in the mood to be told that I'm wrong. Oh, by the way, do you guys want to know something I was right about? Of course you do. I mean, you probably don't, but fuck it. I'm going to show you anyway. Oh, check this out. Check this out. It's pretty cool. Corey Van Dyke. I like this guy. He says, Total Film confirmed that it is Pedro Pascal's voice in the first The Book of Boba Fett trailer. The trailer featuring the voice of Pedro Pascal suggests that the Mandalorian himself will make an appearance in the limited series, perhaps as a bridge to season 3 of the show. Y'all remember that nerd theory? Where we're sitting up there like it's the fucking Hollywood squares, 13 of us on the screen at one time. And I said, that's Mando. And everyone was like, nah, I don't know about that, Josh. You don't know what you're talking about. You're wrong. Every single one of them was like, you're wrong. You're wrong. And I was like, I'm going to double down on this. Not only is it his voice, but here's what I think is going on with what he is saying and how it's going to be in the show. And everyone was like, bro, you're crazy. That's crazy. It wouldn't make sense. I mean, I don't know, man. You know? I don't know. Literally never been wrong about anything, ever. JK, I'm wrong all the time. But on that one, I was right. I was spot on that one. All right, let's keep going here. Jansen says, open up a dictionary, you dingus. Oh, man, that hurts. KRB5263 says, oh, we already did that one. Callisto, $20 holla. Holy mother loving love of mothers. Very generous. Too much money, Callisto, but thank you. TSA, Tower Service Announcement. Josh is actually 75. You're seeing the Den of Nerds Tower effect. Become a nerd manager. Dip your toes in the fountain of youth. Other benefits include increased intelligence, sense of well-being, laughter, etc. Don't forget that you have to cut your toenails way less. This is something that people don't. It's a weird ability, but you become a nerd manager. All these different benefits. Yes, increased intelligence. You get a little bit taller. You start to feel like a baller. There's a good girl, and maybe she'll call you. But also, who likes cutting their toenails? Nobody. Unless you're weird. Well, guess what? Cut your toe cutting time in half, which will save you a lot on nail clippers over time. Become a nerd venture today. Become a nerd venture today. And on top of that, starting next week, Wednesday night streams are members only, okay? And we're doing way cooler shit. Every Wednesday night, we're going to start hanging out, watching movies together, reading comic books together, playing video games together. It's going to be really community-based. And I know many of you guys were like, I'm not a Nerdventure, and I love the Wednesday night screams. Tough titty! Tough for you! Life is hard, okay? Next Wednesday night streams become members only. It's only for us! So fucking join. Join! Okay. Let's keep going here. Can you guys tell about a rough week? Is it obvious out there that your boy's been struggling this week? Is that obvious? Just put it into the chat. I'd like to know. And then, Chet, if you could keep track of everybody that says yes and ban them forever. Yes. Just get them out of here. All of them. It's fucking... Yeah. Cool. Thank you. RF Gaming Channel with a $2 house says, got my Nerdventures hat yesterday. Rocking it now. My man. That's a beautiful thing. Man, you put one of these hats on, one of these Nerdventures hats, you walk around town. Whew! It's crazy, man. People come up to you and be like, holy shit, you're a Nerdventure? Can I get your autograph? Can you touch my baby? Completely appropriately? Give my baby a smooch on the forehead. Can you feed my dog? Do you want money? It's really wild. It's really wild what happens. Yeah, that's right. We're on it. We're on it today. We're fucking doing it. We're doing live. John Shaw says, who do you want for Gwen Stacy? Danny DeVito. Justin Chandler says, oh, word. I'm going to have fun in my home city, Josh. My man. My man, Justin. Rations with a $10 holla says, I think the Letitia thing is a big deal because it will set a precedent for these unending mandates on set. A bit concerning. Anyway, I think Spidey and episode 6 of Hawkeye will run right into each other. Take my money. Rations, thank you so much for the well thought out comment there. Appreciate the support. $10, very generous. I got a lot of thoughts, man. I don't know how many of those thoughts are gonna get me in trouble. So I will just say that I agree that it could set a precedent. I understand the business side of things. Like, you know, it's such a weird one, man. Again, the podcast was great with me and E-Man. Watch the podcast. Listen to the podcast. In fact, listen to it twice. We really had a good time sort of getting into the minutia of the thing. And, like, for instance, let me explain something to you, okay? I think I believe in, freedom of choice and, the amendment rights and all these sort of things, right? But I've always said that if you're an athlete and you want to get paid millions of dollars to play in the NBA or the NFL, and a part of that contract says you got to get off the weeds, as Stephen A would say, then you have to do that. It's absurd to think that your personal freedom as a citizen is the same thing as having full reign to do whatever you want when you're under contract for a major corporation. Those are not the same things. With this particular situation, I can see that side of it, and I can see the side of it where it's like, bruh, you gotta do what you gotta do. You signed. But I'm pretty sure she signed her contract before all this craziness came out. Before the world changed completely. And so I would just hope, here's what I ultimately hope. I hope they find a way to work it out. Period. I want her to be in the movie. I want the movie to be good. I want them to recast T'Challa, but if they don't recast T'Challa, I don't want the movie to suck, get boycotted, or bomb. No. I like the franchise. I like the characters. I like Wakanda. You know? It's a tough one, bro. Chris Listenfelt says, come to Boston, bro. We should have a Nerdventures meetup at Versus Arcade Bar in Boston. That'd be dope AF. Dude, that would be really fun. Maybe sometime Probably not going to do it. We're only a boss for a couple of days, and I just want to spend time with family. But maybe sometime next year, as long as the Decepticon variant doesn't, turn all of our eyeballs into goobly glob, as long as we don't all manifest crazy powers from the latest booster shot stuff, and then there's a world war of superpowered people. As long as a lot of things don't happen, I'd love to meet up with some of you. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to give some of you guys a big old hug, give some of you guys like a kind of like a fake punch in the ribs and be like, oh, it's for all the fucking times you triggered me. I'd love it all. And hopefully we can do that. Appreciate the love, man. John Shaw says, Josh, you're going to have like 10 people in the chat if you do a spoiler stream Friday, brother. I disagree. I mean, look, I know what you're saying. And maybe we can have another spoiler stream, like Saturday. I'm down. I'm down to do something like that. But I actually think you'll be surprised at how many people will show up in that spoiler stream. A lot of folks are seeing it like Tuesday, you know what I mean? Or Wednesday, around the world. And a whole bunch of people are going to see it Thursday, bro. So I understand what you're saying, John. I disagree. If there are only 10 people in here, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to be like, damn, John Shaw was right. Well, you 10, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? But look, maybe we'll do it again on Saturday. Maybe we'll do it again. Hey, you guys want to do it again? Let me know right now in the chat. Let me know. I want to know. I want to know. Hey, blah, 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 blah. Should we do? I'm gonna do a poll. Boom. I didn't say that, Josh. I know, Jansen. I'm just playing around, brother. It's all love. It's all love. Poll in the chat right now. Ethan K, member for 9 months, says, are you a Witcher fan? New season next week? Bro, you know what we could do? We could do a Friday spoiler stream and then a Saturday super spoiler stream. And I could try to get, maybe I could try to get Paul on it. Maybe I could try to get Rob or something and just do a super spoiler stream. That'd be kind of fun, huh? Maybe like Friday or Saturday afternoon, like a 1 p.m. or something like that. Yeah. Just wait until 3 on Saturday. Oh, maybe we could. I don't know if we can wait that long, brother. But yes, Ethan, I'm a big fan of The Witcher, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for that show. Thren with a $5 holla says, I've been rewatching Daredevil, and honestly, it's made me not excited to see these characters in the MCU. I want it to stay dark and gritty. Okay, Thren. Let's talk about this. Thren, you and me. It's just you and me now. Ignore all the other people. It's just you and me. You look at me. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. Firstly, doesn't this beat kind of slap? Secondly, I know what you're saying. I, too, have recently went back and watched some Daredevil. And listen up, Thren, my friend. I hear what you're saying, but I have to bring up this other aspect that I think the Netflix show did not do well, and that I think Marvel will do very well. The Netflix show is very dark, very gritty. We have a lot of fun with that aspect of the show being told throughout the Netflix series. It's really interesting. I love the character elements. It's dark. But Daredevil himself, the way they do the combat and the way they do his powers, it's not exactly what I want, having been a big fan of the comics. And what I mean is, Daredevil should be nimble as fuck. He should have borderline Spider-Man abilities. Whipping around, flipping around, like jumping, this, that, second, and the third. Now, the action in Daredevil is cool, but it's really gritty, grounded, and it's not as sort of fantastical as what I would want from Daredevil. Like, Daredevil's ridiculous, dude. Like, redamn ridiculous. And as far as him, like, swinging around and doing crazy flips, kicks, jumps, all these different crazy things, the show didn't nail that. So while I agree that there are aspects of the Netflix Daredevil that are so good that you don't even want to see Marvel touch it, as a big Marvel fan and a fan of the comics, bro, there's still so many sweet notes, sweet spices, flavors of Daredevil from the comics that Netflix didn't do well, that Marvel will do better. And I expect Marvel will make the new Daredevil, like the MCU version of Daredevil, this dude's going to be ridiculous. You know what I mean? So, I hear you, friend. Thren? I get you. Matei, not even a gambler, but Eclipse looks fantastic. By the way, I kind of always thought Hawkeye and No Way Home would go together, but I'm glad we know now. Hype, baby. Take money! Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Matei follows up by saying, fire Letitia and get rid of Shuri. By the way, she's cringe. I mean, that is just not going to happen. You know what I mean? Respect your opinion. Totally respect your opinion. You know, some things land for some folks. Some things don't land for others. I totally get it. But for me, nah, man. I like the character. I want more. Run Boy Productions with $5, no message. Put it into the chat if there was something juicy you wanted to say. I'll try to get to it. And then Justin Chandler follows up and says, I'll learn how to type. LOL, have fun in Boston, bro. Hey, thanks, man. All good. All good in the hood, as it were. Okay, we got to get out of here. We got to get on out of here. Uh-oh, we got a couple more supers coming. D-Man Lewis says, where do you get your music for these streams? Most of it is from Harris Heller. Harris Heller's Stream Beats. He makes a lot of music that's copyright free for streamers and videos and stuff like that, and it's on point. I really like it. Michael Phantom with a $5 holla says, I thought No Way Home picked up right after Far From Home, putting it in summertime. How would it cross with Hawkeye? What did I miss? Well, there's scenes in No Way Home that make it seem like it's in the holiday time. There's snow around the Sanctum Sanctorum there. I think the truth is we don't exactly know when the post-credit scene of Far From Home actually takes place. So it could be some time passed from the end of that movie to the post-credit scene, I think is probably the easiest explanation. Anyhow, what y'all talking about? What's everybody talking about in here, huh? Alan Ewald, member for 8 months. Thank you for all the support, my guy. Says 8 months. Josh, if you want things for No Way Home confirmed early, I'm seeing it at 3:45 on the 16th. Love this channel so much and can't wait for more. I am seeing it around that same time, actually. So hit me up on Discord, man. We'll be getting out of it around that same time. My plan is to do a first reaction video to it. After the film, I'll probably do a reaction video that night. And then, like I said, Friday morning, Yeah. Josh, you can't do it Sunday. Nobody competes with the master of non-spoilery picture released on Twitter accidentally. Are you talking about Campia? I'm hearing No Way Home is banned in China. Is that true, Josh? From what I understand, it is very possible the movie will not release in China. I don't think banned is the right way to say it, but maybe, you know, whatever. Kind of slicing hairs there. But, yeah, look, they were being, from what I understand, again, I don't know for sure, but they were being really weird about it. Like, they wanted it to release first in China. Like, they started, like, playing games where, like, at first it looked like it was going to be good. Then they were like, yo, release it before everybody in China, and then we'll play it. And they were like, what? Fuck you. No way. And so now it's like a lot of like crazy back and forth. The last we heard, they were going to get a January release in China. Maybe not anymore. Look, the geopolitical situation right now is very crazy, very tense out there in the world. So who knows? Who knows? I mean, on the one hand, some people are like, oh, bro, that would be great. Like, we want to see that extra box office, and it would be great to, help them get over $1 billion. And yes, that's true, and that would be cool. But look, for me personally, fuck China, bro. And not like the people, right? But like that, the leaders and like the way by which they, do all sorts of very bad things. I'm not a big fan. So to me, it's fuck them. And to be honest with you, I wish Marvel would take that stance as well. And if them refusing Spider-Man brings us a little bit closer to a scenario in which corporations in America stop catering to the CCP, I am all for it. So if we have to not have like, a couple extra $100 million on the box office for Spider-Man, and that hopefully pushes us into a place where, because, dude, that would mean none of them have come out in China. None of them. None of the Marvel stuff. And seriously, fuck them, bro. And if they're not going to, it would just be great. A clean break, a separation would be great. I don't think you need that money. I think a lot of that stuff's bloated anyway. So it is what it is, but who knows for sure. Winged Wolf says, member for 4 months. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the support. Says, Josh, you see the new Star Wars game? Oh, man, you must have missed it. You must have missed it earlier. I lost my mind. Talking about that trailer. Bro, that trailer is everything I want and more. Really recommend you going back and checking that out. Not a single winning roll today. Can I have my 20K back? No, but I'll try to drop some. Let's, I'll try to drop some coin. Let's see here. There's 5K. Boom. I'm going to try it. Hopefully it works for everybody. You know what? Let's do another 3K. Boom. Hopefully one or both of those worked. And you got a little extra coinage there. Okay. Gotta get on out of here. Gotta get on out of here. Yeah. Sugar Daddy Josh with the nerd coin. You're goddamn right, Brandon Lee. You're goddamn right. All right, everybody. Look, much love to you guys. Next week's going to be a very hyped up, crazy week. We're going to be giving away a bunch of NFTs, fun stuff to be given away. A lot of merch that we'll, have out next week. Some cool goodies, new pops, Funko Pops, a lot of fun stuff to get us excited. We'll do a lot of giveaways and things of that nature on the streams. It's going to be a week packed full of good content. You've got the Kingpin reveal. Come on by that watch party. This shit is going to be so fun. We're going to watch Spider-Man. Tons of fun stuff to talk about after Spider-Man. Going to be making a ton of content about what it means, where we go from here, what does this mean, what does that mean, blah, 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 blah. Super cool stuff. So next week's going to be pretty hyped. Again, if you are a Prime member, come on by in about an hour. In about an hour, we will do a big old stream. I want to talk about why we missed the mark in a few ways this week, and what do you do in a situation like that? What are we going to do moving forward? Okay? All right, everybody. Much love. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? We're all losing? Oh, that sucks. Man. Sorry about that, Renee. Look, we're looking into that, man. I would love for it to just work, but we are looking into alternatives, and I'd like to get that fixed up for sure. So hopefully we can get that working on it. It's been a weird week, man. A lot of technical difficulties. This week. And man, I got so triggered. Right before this stream. And I'm trying to remember, don't engage in stuff that, triggers you, and don't get all fired up and all that sort of stuff. I'm trying here. We'll talk more about it on the Prime stream, but man, your boy is struggling. Just want to say, I hope you guys had a great week, man. I hope you guys had a great week. And next week's going to be a pretty fire one. And then before you know it, we're right into Book of Boba. So it's like, we're chugging right along. And I just want to say thank you guys to everybody that was here this week, to everybody that supported. I feel like I was a little off my game this week, but I really appreciate you guys. And it's just much love. Much love. I appreciate you for sure. Okay. I'll see you guys soon. And I'll tell you all about how I'm triggered at 1 p.m. And don't worry. We're going to be all right. Can you hear me? We're going to be all right.